Haunted Mansion, out in theaters, latest Disney film based on one of the Disney World theme park rides, like Pirates of the Caribbean and Jungle Cruise before. This is actually the third adaptation of Haunted Mansion itself. There was the 2001 film with Eddie Murphy, and then the Muppets version in 2021. This new version of the film originally started as a Guillermo del Toro project with Ryan Gosling attached to star, but over the years, I think they started around 2010, over the years and constant rewrites of the potential script, and let's be honest, also Del Toro always having a million different projects in the pipeline, the whole thing eventually just quietly fell apart, and this movie was made instead. With Lakeith Stanfield, Rosario Dawson, Owen Wilson, Tiffany Haddish, Danny DeVito, Jamie Lee Curtis, and Jared Leto. The plot is exactly what you'd imagine based on the title alone. A group of people go into a haunted mansion outside of New Orleans and have to stay alive amidst an onslaught of ghosts while trying to figure out why the place is haunted and how to resolve this. I didn't like it very much. I think even though there are moments of genuine humor, like that drawing scene that was shown in the trailer, for the most part it feels remarkably flat, uninteresting, and kind of corporate. At one point I thought to myself that, appropriately enough, watching this movie does feel like going to a shitty haunted house attraction at a local carnival. You go in sort of despite your better judgment, and it turns out that predictably everything looks very fake and you struggle to care about any of it. I didn't feel any emotional involvement throughout the entire runtime and was quite frankly somewhat bored. I will say that I saw some comments online from people who are self-proclaimed fans of the theme park ride that this is based on, and they say it was quite cool for them and there's loads of little details and Easter eggs and references, but having never been to Disney World myself, I have no frame of reference regarding that. And by the way, just a little side rant. As a person living in Poland, this is such a weird premise to me, that there are people out there who go to theme parks enough times that they are fans of specific rides and they are invested enough to then go in on the internet and write lengthy posts about movies made about them. It just seems like such a strangely foreign concept to me, a very uniquely American cultural thing, I think. Anyway, brief couple of words about the performances, because there's a lot of talent in front of the camera. Lakeith Stanfield is very good, Tiffany Haddish is not. Danny DeVito is essentially playing a child-friendly version of Frank Reynolds from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, which was one of the more entertaining parts of the movie for me. Oh, and for the life of me, I cannot understand why Jared Leto was hired to be in this film. And not even because he's, by all accounts, a giant creepy asshole, but just because he plays a ghost with a CGI face that looks nothing like him, and a CG modified voice that sounds nothing like him. His likeness is used a couple of times in paintings that vaguely resemble the actor, but essentially he could not even have been present for the shooting of this film and nobody would notice. So why pay for such an expensive actor then? I don't know, it boggles the mind. Anyway, as much as I recognize that there may be some theme park fans out there who have enjoyed this, I personally didn't. I think it lacked anything that would make me truly enjoy the time spent in the movie theater. It's definitely the kind of film you see on a streaming service one day, hover over it for a couple of seconds before deciding on something else, rather than a movie you choose to go and see in a movie theater.